Guess you don't count. That's what my sister said when the seating chart pushed me outside by the trash cans. The hallway reeked of lilac cleaner and bleach from inside the ballroom. I could hear the DJ counting down to the first dance. My mother straightened her pearls, my father stared at the floor. I tightened my fingers around the gift I'd wrapped the night before, smoothed my wine-colored dress, and chose silence, no arguing. No tears. I stepped into the sharp Vermont air. 5 minutes later, the chandeliers went quiet and a scream tore the room apart. Here's what happened next. The Vermont air smelled like pine trees and old money. My sister Leah had picked the lakeside resort for its European elegance. The kind of place people photograph just to prove they belong there. Orchids floated in crystal bowls, candles flickered everywhere. Every table glimmered beneath the chandeliers, every table except mine. I'd driven 3 hours from Boston alone, replaying Mom's last text over and over. Please, Amber, no drama today. It's Leah's day. That had always been my role. Don't take up space. Don't be loud, don't exist too much. Growing up, Leah was the golden child ribbons, trophies. Applause, I was the quiet one, the fixer. The invisible one. Mom called me easy. Dad called me independent. They meant the same thing. The last time we were all together was Thanksgiving 3 years ago. That night, I found Mom's old brown journal. Every page was about Leah, her milestones, her dreams. My name never appeared once. When I asked why, Mom smiled gently and said, "You never needed attention. You were always fine." That's when I learned the difference between being overlooked and being erased. Back at the wedding, the coordinator glanced at her clipboard and frowned. "You're listed for hallway seating." I laughed, waiting for her to correct herself. She didn't. Instead, she pointed to a folding table by the service door, right next to the trash cans. From there, I could see everything through the glass. The laughter, the sparkle, my mother's hand resting proudly on Leah's shoulder. I set my gift down and told myself the lie I lived with my whole life. It's fine. Then Leah appeared. She stopped just outside the doorway, bouquet in hand, veil trailing behind her like smoke. She smiled the way she always did before she cut deep. "Well," she said softly. "Looks like they finally figured out where you belong." I swallowed. "What's that supposed to mean?" She tilted her head. "Guess you don't count." The words were quiet, casual, sharp. She wanted tears. A reaction. I didn't give her one. "There's always been room for both of us," I said calmly. "You're the one who keeps shrinking." Her smile faltered. "Not everything's about you, Amber. This is my day. Try being happy for once." "You made sure I couldn't even sit in the same room," I said. "What exactly am I celebrating?" She scoffed. "You sound just like Dad, bitter. Nobody needs your approval." Then she turned and walked away. This time, the heat behind my eyes didn't burn. It felt clean. I picked out the silver gift box and slipped it into my bag. 3 weeks earlier, I'd run into one of Leah's former co-workers in Boston. Over coffee, she showed me the messages, screenshots of Leah bragging about manipulating Noah, laughing about fake tears, money, and the house that she planned to take. I hadn't planned to use them until today. I placed the silver box back on top of the gift table. Inside was a crystal frame, a folded note, and the truth. Then I left. Outside, the lake shimmered, applause echoed behind me. I didn't look back. Inside the ballroom, laughter filled the air as Leah danced, cameras flashed. Everything looked perfect until the gift was opened. The screenshots slid across the table. Noah read them slowly, line by line. "He's so easy. The house will be mine by Christmas." The music stuttered. Gasps rippled through the room. Phones came out. "This isn't real." Leah whispered, "It is." Noah said quietly, "The dates match." His mother, Victoria, stepped forward. "You should read everything before blaming anyone." When Leah tried to scream, no one rushed to her defense. Not Mom, not Dad. Noah set the annulment papers on the table. I already signed. The crystal frame shattered on the floor outside. I heard the scream, sharp, high, slicing through the night. Not out of cruelty, out of closure. By morning, I was back in Boston. My phone buzzed nonstop. I let it. Silence finally felt peaceful. I booked a week by the water in Maine, somewhere new. Somewhere quiet, standing on my balcony, city lights spilling across the river. I finally understood something. Silence doesn't always mean you're unseen. Sometimes it means you're free. At my sister's wedding, I sat by the trash cans. This morning, I'm sitting by the river, same silence. Different meaning. Sometimes the loudest revenge isn't a scream. It's the sound of your own footsteps walking away.